Lisa with the Weirdness Really Bad movie, and I'm here at the Canton Classic Car Museum with Char Lautzenheiser, the museum director.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, how are you?
Good to meet you.
Thanks for having us here
I'm
today.
so excited you guys are here.
So can you tell us a little bit about how you came upon being the museum director here?
I can certainly do that. It's a great story. You ready?
I am.
Long, but I'll shorten it.
I'm ready.
Okay. Actually, the museum opened in 1978, and my dad was a big car guy. I'm an only child, so I learned about cars from my dad, cooking from my mom, had the best of both worlds. And my dad said, "Do you want to go see this new museum?" Like, sure. So in '78, when we opened our doors in August, I was probably one of the first people here with my father.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And then a couple years later, 25 years, I've been here. I popped in, and here I am.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So it made such an impression back in 1978.
Absolutely. Little did I know that in 1986 that I would be actually working here as an employee, which is pretty cool.
So can you tell me what are some of, what's under your job description? What do you do here at the museum?
General multi-purpose, give tours, talk to everybody, love cars, go to the garage, do it all thing.
I love it.
Yeah, pretty much all. Yeah,
well,
jack of all trades.
Is there a favorite car, or is there something that you want to show us or take us around?
If you have a lot of time, I'd show you everything. But since you're limited for time, I'm going to take you to a couple of my very favorites, okay?
Okay, great.
Let's
I'm going to follow you.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, Char, so I'm following you over here.
You are to one of my favorite cars. Oh, it's Lisa. It's not because I'm morbid, but this is a hearse.
It's a little creepy.
It is. Look. No, it's not. Wait till I show it to you. It's not creepy at all. Actually, we're standing over here beside the funeral parlor, which I think is very entertaining. And there's a pair of funeral cars. Actually, they were 1937 Packards that were customized by the A.J. Miller Company in Bell Fountain, Ohio. And that's what he did. It was customized flower cars, which is across the street over here. Notice I said across the street. And the hearse here. And I want you to take special notice in the funeral parlor before we leave.
Okay.
There's a sign that says dead end. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah,
it's okay.
Rim shot. This was actually a typical Packard sedan, and the Packard automobile was built in Warren, Ohio, starting in 1899. And then they sent it to this Mr. Miller, A.J. Miller, in Bell Fountain, Ohio, and he did some custom work. What he did was elongate the chassis, made it bigger, and then he put all of this. This, Lisa, is hand-carved mahogany. This is all wood.
It's
now, what's it look like?
Curtains.
Yay, curtains. You said curtains. I want to tell you, you know, when I get kids in here, they don't know about cars. They don't know about Packards. They don't really care. So I sit them down in the little funeral parlor area, and I tell them not to touch. Of course, they're pretty good if they're sitting except each other.
Right.
Okay, but they don't know about Packards, and they don't care. But what they really can relate to, I tell them that this is something from the Munsters or the Addams family.
I was going to say that.
Right. Okay, so now they're thinking Munsters, Addams family, and I ask them what this looks like.
Curtains.
Curtains, good. And then I do this. Are you ready?
Nothing's going to jump out, right? Is something going to jump out?
No. Ready?
I'm ready.
This is what I do. Okay.
Okay.
They about pee their pants.
I did. I just did. So
I won't
I'm
scare
good.
you.
I
I can show you a couple more cars.
I would love to. I'm going to follow you.
Okay, great. Let's go. Come on, Lisa, I want to show you another one of my favorites.
Great.
Yeah, how do you like this baby?
This is beautiful.
You know what people really like is the color, but that's not what the important thing about this car. This is a newer car. Just because a car is old doesn't mean that it's valuable. This is a 1970 Plymouth Superbird, and I'm going to tell you why we have it in here. In 1969, Plymouth wanted to get Richard Petty back on the circuit driving Plymouth. So this is what they told him. Very simple, but very smart. They told him that they'd aerodynamically design a car for him. So I want you to look back here. That's called a spoiler. They put it 25 inches from the trunk, and then here's the kicker. They made that the opposite configuration of an airplane wing, which means it's flat on the top and curved underneath. So instead of taking off like a plane, this baby stayed on the ground.
Right.
They built 1,920 of this car, and they came equipped with 2 engines. Do you know about engines?
No, I love that you know all about cars.
Let me tell you, it came with a 446 pick, which is this, a 6-barrel, or a Hemi, which is my personal
I know.
You know what Hemi? Of course, they're on the television now. So anyway, in fact, it was a great car, and very, very sought after today. In fact, muscle cars are probably one of the biggest trends. So we're thrilled that we have it in here.
This is great, and it's a beautiful car.
And if we could take it out, I'd really show you how it moves.
Oh, it would be nice to go for a little ride.
Okay, let's go. I'll show you a couple more things, okay?
All right, here we go.
Come on, Lisa, I've got one more to show you. And not that this is all there's here, but I think you should just come back and spend a couple hours with me.
I will, I definitely will. I'm excited to bring my husband and my kids. There's so much here.
So much more than cars?
Absolutely.
Not just cars?
Not just cars. I love all the toys. I love the dolls and the strollers.
I bet you didn't even see half of them. Did you see the Beatles over there?
I didn't miss the Beatles.
Everything, there's everything. Something for everyone.
You're
I strolled down
right.
memory lane. Isn't that corny? But it
It
works.
is,
Anyway,
it's great.
this car, never heard of it.
No.
It's called a Holmes. Actually built right here in Canton, Ohio.
Really?
Actually, they built 7 automobiles in Canton and 546 in the state of Ohio. Isn't that pretty incredible?
That is
I bet you didn't even know it.
I didn't.
Actually, it was an air-cooled car, and it was going to sell. It started in 1917. They were going to sell them for about $4,300, which is really, really pricey. By 1922, Arthur Holmes, it's called a Holmes, Arthur Holmes wanted to sell 5,000 cars. At that price, he would have been pretty well to do. Well, unfortunately, his executive vice president was indicted for larceny and embezzlement, and the company went into receivership. So that was the end of the Holmes Motor Car Company, and I guess Canton's claim to fame? No, we're still good.
No. Well, this is wonderful, and I want to thank you for your time.
Thank you. I'm so glad. Come back.
Absolutely.
Promise?
Absolutely.
All right, great.
Thank you so much.